Welcome. And I'm using ELEPHONE C1 Max, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So to get started, we're going to begin with the color of the display, which will allow you just to change it to something a little bit more punchy. And to do it, you want to go into settings and then display. And from here, you'll find mirror vision. Tap on it and then on the bars right here, and you'll have picture mode. From here, you have option between standard, vivid, and user mode. User mode just allows you to tamper with colors yourself. So if you select it, where is it? Okay, so you would basically go to all these to set it up, but vivid one is already made, so that's what I'm gonna choose. And you can see a bit of a difference. The standard one is a little bit dull compared to vivid. It just has a little bit more color to, well, the color. And then there's also the dynamic contrast option right here. So once you enable it, you can see the difference in it. It makes the image look a bit more clear compared to how it does normally. So furthermore, it just improves the image quality. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna go into the system UI tuner, which will allow you just to hide any kind of aspect of like toggled things from here. So normally when you, for instance, enable Bluetooth, what else can I enable? Bluetooth, Wi-Fi is already enabled. I mean, I guess those two as an example will work. So you can see you have battery, network, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi. And you can actually hide those icons and keep everything that is on still on. So for instance, Bluetooth, even though the icon won't be visible, it still will be enabled. And to turn that on, where you have the gear icon, you want to hold it till it starts spinning. Not sure if it's visible on the camera, but once it spins, you can let go. You'll get the congratulations UI system UI tuner basically enabled, and then from here you can scroll down and you will find it right here. Okay, got it. And then tap on the status bar, and from here you have all the things that you can basically hide. So volume, do not disturb, Bluetooth, hotspot. What else is there? Ethernet, cellular data, airplane mode, alarm, battery. So for some reason some of them don't really disappear even though they should. Maybe that would take effect once you reboot the device. But as you can see, some of them are already hidden. And you can just go around and disable whatever you want in there. Well, like I said, the items themselves are still enabled, so you can see Bluetooth, it is still enabled. Oh, there we go. Now the Wi-Fi disappeared after I swiped away. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna go into the developer options, and in there, the animation speed. So this phone isn't particularly the fastest one, so the animations are not the best in here in my opinion. So you can change them to basically either reduce them or completely remove them. And to do it, you want to go into the developer options, and from here scroll down to, there it is, so transition animation scale, animation duration scale, and window animation scale. So those three right here. And it looks like by default they're set to half speed, so you can, for instance, just turn them off completely. And now there is no more animation of any sorts when you're opening and closing apps. Now moving on, I'm gonna go into the power or scheduled power on and off, and this is just more of a option designed to help the device perform better. So what you want to do is set it up for basically once a week, just so the device can turn on and off or off and on by itself, so you don't have to do anything. And what this will do is just clear the cache data of the device and help the device perform a little bit better. So once you go in here, you can see that there is on and off. So we're gonna start with off. So I'm gonna choose it, for instance, to be Saturday, like so. And I wanted to shut off at around, so it's 24, so let's go 11:30. That sounds good enough, done. And then you want it to power back on 11:30, for instance, 4, okay. And again, only Saturday. Oops, there we go. And done. And basically what this will do is just your device will turn off automatically at 11:30, and 4 minutes later it will boot back up on its own. And that's basically all you need. It will do what it needs to do, which is clear cache data and just refresh everything. And yeah, now you could go a little bit more crazy in here and set it up to be shut off every single day, at night, for instance, or whatever you prefer, just to preserve as well the battery, but that is more of a personal preference as how you would like it, and you can set it up as however you see fit. And the last thing that I want to show is the hiding password option. Now by default, as you probably already noticed, when you're typing in a password, so let me just go somewhere where I can type it in. So from here, it's not the password, there we go. As you will see, whenever you type in a letter, it is briefly visible on the screen, and I don't know, I consider that to be a little bit of a security risk, which I personally don't like. So you can change that in the settings. So let's go into the settings and then scroll down to, where is it? Security. Scroll down and you'll find this option right here, make passwords visible. Now disable this sucker, and now when you go again into the place to type in a password, you'll see that it is automatically at that. There's no letter visible. So it just adds a little bit more of a security to where you're typing in a password. But yeah, this would conclude the tweaks and tricks that I want to share. And if you found them helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.